What's going on? Myself, Trebler, here with FFP at the Chisora Wilder press conference, the official press conference. It's a crazy fight week, and I'm here with Mr. Anderson himself. You know what? Whenever I hear the name Anderson, I can't help but think Neo from The Matrix. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And you are coming with some skills as well, my bro. Talk to us, man. How's the journey been?
The journey's been well. Shout out to KSI and MAMS. I'm so grateful to be on Misfits Pro. This is a big card. All glory to God. And I think that Saturday night I gotta prove something. I gotta show the world that I'm here. Amir Anderson is here.
Alright, tell him. What got you into boxing? Because you know what, for a lot of the fans that are watching you, obviously KSI and the Misfits guys, they've probably done their homework, but there's a lot of, you know, we're all about storytelling,
right?
You know, and it's important to understand what a fighter's journey's been up until this point. So for you, what brought you to this point here, man?
You know, I grew up in Syracuse, New York, one of the poorest cities in America, and you know, my mom made it all happen. You know, she made it to the point where I can go to nationals and all that stuff. So she's been, big up to my moms. She carried me through a lot of you know, pressure, you know what I mean? So while I'm here, I don't feel no pressure. All I feel is the hard work that me and my mom put in, and that's what keep driving me, you know what I mean? Is to keep pushing. I have a lot of kids that's watching me, a lot of people that's just looking up to me, and I can't let them down. You know what I mean? There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I belong as a world champion from Syracuse, New York, and that's how I got to represent them. You know what I mean? I think, you know, being from where I come from, it pushed me to be the best me I could possibly be.
And you know what, speaking about where you come from and thinking about some of the people that haven't had the opportunity to be where you are, you're in London right now, you're going to be fighting at the O2 on one of the biggest cards, you know, that boxing has got to offer in 2026. You know, what does that mean? Because for those people that are looking at you and looking at your journey, that gives them something to attain and know that it is possible. You know, you can make it out of the hood.
Right, it's definitely motivating to know that, you know, I come from Syracuse, New York, and they come from Syracuse, New York, and they like, dang, he's making it big. He's doing, you know, and he's doing it in style. You know what I mean? He's doing it his way. He's not doing it the regular way. He's doing it his way. And I think it just motivates me. And it just motivates me to be the best me I could possibly be. And you know, to keep growing as a person, as a boxer, as a leader. And I just think every day is a 1%. And I think right now, April 4th is going to be a big change in my career and just on my persona.
You know what? Last week we had another American, Jermaine Franklin, fighting Moses Atama, and I was speaking to Malik Scott, right, former trainer for Deontay Wilder, and one thing he said was, everybody works hard. You got to bring something else. Let's talk about the hours that you spent in the gym. Let's talk about your camp and what actually it takes to become, you know, the champion that you hope to be now. Because for a lot of people that are watching, they're probably seeing, oh, like, you know, you might have had connections with KSI, you've just been potentially fast-tracked, and like you're here now. But really, what does it really take to be here, man?
You know, in America, I won 10 national titles. I won an international gold medal. A lot of people don't know, or it's a big story, but it's, you know, I was in the running for the 2024 Olympics, and I won the qualifiers. I won the Olympic trials. They took that opportunity away from me for politics, and you know, that was my dream since I was a kid. I wanted to represent my country in the Olympics, and I wasn't chosen. And I think that was my biggest motivator into turning pro with Misfits Pro, because they took my story and let me perform with it on Misfits Pro, and I'm just so super grateful to be on there. But it's a lot of hard work. I've been boxing since I was 7, 8. You know what I mean? And being part of the sport is gruesome. You know what I mean? And you could do all this hard work and not get nothing out of it. So you know, I'm counting my blessings, and I'm just thankful for everything I got. And that's the difference between you know, other boxers and me. I have gratitude. You know what I mean? I know where I came from, and I know how humble I should be, and that's why I stay humble, even though that I can boast and, you know, I can show off. But yeah, I know what I can do, but sometimes you just gotta stay to the, you know, because it can all be taken away. God's will.
Right. Now, thinking about Saturday night, what do you know about your opponent? How much do you know about your opponent?
He was a former British champion. He he fought in this arena a lot of times. He's a fan favorite in London, and I think that that's motivating me because I like to be the underdog. Being a Misfits Pro, it allows me to be a little bit too comfortable. But I want to be that underdog, that person that's going against the crowd. You know what I mean? Because that's what fuels me. You know what I mean? I've been in that position before in the amateurs, and I'm waiting for it in the pros now.
Last thing from me. For everyone that's watching you, you got all these new British fans that are going to be watching you, man. What's your message to them, man? What can they expect on Saturday night, bro?
Like I said, I'm everything everybody wants. You know what I mean? So just tune in. I'm very versatile. I'm very entertaining. And the cash man always get the knockout. So let's go, baby.
Manners, let's go.
I appreciate you.
Manners and respect.
Yes, sir.
Respect.